One more time, 3D Politics every Monday night around 7 p.m. Tom McKay, your host. David Oldham. I want to talk about Oklahoma road trips as an answer to
cabin fever.
And limited travel and freedom of movement. And I also want to get into the nonprofit concepts. I want to touch on a little bit. Anything else we're going to talk about?
No, that's it.
Besides that, well, let's talk about the Oklahoma road trip. Sooner Politics had a great article about things you can do right here at home that take you to the great outdoors away from people.
Yeah, and you know what? I reached out yesterday to our Lieutenant Governor, Matt Pinnell.
Nice.
And on a Sunday afternoon, he texted me back, and he really appreciated the story, because here's the thing. You may have wanted to go to March Madness or the state basketball tournaments, or had all these plans, and maybe you wanted to go to Florida for spring break. All that stuff canceled. I've got a great deal for you. It's called TravelOK.com, and this is run by the State Department of Tourism, and that's kind of what comes with the job when you're Lieutenant Governor. And Matt Pinnell is marketer and pitchman par excellence. He's really good at that. Right. He's a marketing major from just over here at Oral Roberts University. Yes. And, you know, the idea is you want to do something healthy. You want to breathe some fresh air. You want to get away from people. Oh, my goodness. Tulsa, Oklahoma, I don't care where you're at, whether it's down in Robbers Cave or Alabaster Caverns, or going up to Black Mesa, or the Wichita Mountains, or Robbers Cave, or Turner Falls, or Dripping Springs. There's just so many places. Go down to the Arbuckle Reserve. You can go, or go fishing. Do something to get outside, get healthy, get some sunlight, fresh air. It's probably one of the healthiest things if you don't trust a restaurant or someplace,
just do it in groups of 10 or less.
It's called a picnic basket. A picnic basket. So, so I wrote that up, and Matt says, problem now is, Oklahoma is having a growing international tourism now.
Right.
People have fallen in love with the romance and the Old West.
Right.
The Route 66 is really big right now.
Right.
And it's just very romanticized. He says
in Japan and Germany, right?
Yeah.
Especially.
And so, in Italy and stuff like that. And we don't necessarily want Italians coming over here right now, right? So, anyway, he's saying, look, and most of the people that are benefiting from this is mom and pop's businesses.
Yeah. Right.
That, and so the little restaurants or, the guys or the roadside attractions, is whether it's a Blue Whale or whatever it is, the Round Barn, or any of these wonderful little things that are classic Americana and classic Oklahoma.
Right.
And Matt says, if we could get an influx of our own people just getting out and doing something healthy, that's going to more than make up for that international tourism that we're suffering. Matt watches these things, and he gauges the success of different marketing ideas. And so, look for Matt to follow my lead and ask people, get out and do something healthy. I told him we were going to be pitching this tonight.
I just wish it wasn't government doing that, because it needs to be outside of government.
I know it. But it fell in his lap. He's going to do a good job of it.
We've got to have a strong state to fight back against the feds. That's that's almost the only way you can put up with it. But there's always been a dispute between the bicycle riding groups and the car driving groups about how to lay out the city, etc. So the people that come from New York and these different and
urban
settings, they are used to these places that are built to walk about.
Yeah.
They're made to live in areas where it's not designed to drive. It's designed to get on your bike and go. That's as far as you're going to go, or you're going to walk there. And that's the way they design and model the city. When you get out further west and you get a little south in like Oklahoma, because we have so much space, we build it so that you drive from here.
Yeah.
You don't ride your bike.
Correct.
Now, everybody's like, and the bicycle groups are like, oh my God, you're wasting so much stuff, and you're burning too much fossil fuel. And all that space we have, look at the value of it in this Cordova virus problem that we have, where it's a great opportunity made by you and Matt Pinnell to take the opportunity to go to all these places here that we have in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Instead of getting on an airplane and having to go that far,
Yeah.
we have a lot of stuff to look at. There's a giant spring, and there's also the Golden Driller.
I had been here for 12 years before I started actually doing these trips. And, you know, my boys were little and stuff. We get in the car, we went to Turner Falls, and wow,
Right.
this actually exists, you know?
Right.
And so there were just, now it's just like every chance I get, whether it's taking the Talamina Drive in the middle of October in the fall foliage, or the summer going to Dripping Springs, or, you know, just there's so many good
The
things.
Kiamichi Wilderness, you could just go get lost out there.
And I tell you, I'm telling you guys, there is no part of the state, in my opinion, more beautiful than the Winding Staircase, Kiamichi country, that down in what we call Little Dixie. Economically, they're hurting. They don't have big industry in there, but they've got beautiful country there. Right. I want to go hog hunting down there.
RV parks ought to be hopping and rental of stuff.
And here's the thing: you got space. When you get in your car, you go. You're not in a terminal of an airport.
Well, we have a mild winter going on.
Yes.
We don't know what the spring is going to bring, but we've got a mild winter going on. So it's perfect time. I mean, the weather's beautiful to get out and do this sort of thing.
April and May are the best times to go camping. Yeah. Best times to go.
Well, and if you've got and right now they're talking about keeping the kids out of school.
Yeah.
They're in the middle of spring break. I think most schools are at the moment. Yeah. And so, you know, make plans. Get out. You know what? Get out in the middle of the week.
I'll say, with as little a priority as our schools, public schools now put on history and culture, and that they just don't do that. And that, I'm telling you, you got your kids out for a week, go hit up the museums. Even if you can't leave the city you live in, I'm sure you're going to find, just in your county,
Oklahoma, we're amazingly blessed. When I lived in Canoga Park, right outside of L.A., you would have to drive 2 hours to find something that you would call, like, away. You know, you got to drive to get away from something. You know?
And I'm just saying, to me, as a homeschool dad, I consider that just as valid, going to museums, as opening up the math or reading or science textbook.
Right. Well, I learned so much on my travels with my folks.
Yeah.
And the only reason you had to drive, it took you 2 hours from Canoga
driving the wrong way,
was traffic. Because the mountains are right there. You got where was it? What
way out there?
No, you got the mountains to your north. You have the beach to your west.
You have, but it's people, you know, at the beach.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So I'm just saying we're blessed. You don't have to go. You have to drive too far and too much traffic to get away from the masses around here.
Right.
It's pretty nice.
Oh, did you hear this afternoon? There were 5 earthquakes in the Carolinas. It was on the front page.
I heard about that.
The biggest one was a 2.4. And I said, that sounds like a slow day in Oklahoma drilling.
It's as bad as my palsy.
Well, it makes me wonder: are they doing something out there that's causing it? Are they doing their
what the frack?